All right, now this one asks us to draw perpendicular bisectors with shapes. All right, so when we're given the directions, draw the perpendicular bisectors of PQ and PR, we're talking about lines that go perpendicular to just one side of each of these things. So the first thing I might want to do is figure out which one PQ is. PQ is that one right there. So I know I'm going to have to create a perpendicular bisector there. PR is this one right here. So again, I'm going to have to create a perpendicular bisector with that one as well. Okay, so creating perpendicular bisectors. Again, remember, we're not creating an angle bisector where we would put a line going this way. We're actually going to have one going through like that and one going through like that. Again, with this right here, I'm going to make this as small as I can, smallest radius as I can, and center it on an endpoint here of this line. So with this endpoint right there, I've got a radius that is bigger than halfway, only just, and I'm going to put an arc on one side and an arc on the other side. Okay, then I'm going to go to the opposite endpoint of whatever line I was asked to change and make an arc on the bottom and an arc on the top, and then I will connect these 2 points. So I've got a point right here and I have a point right there, and I just need to create the line. So you can see now that this is 90 degrees and these two are going to be equal. All right, they asked us to make the same thing on PR. So I'm going to center it on R and create an arc. Well, that's not going to be long enough, so I'm going to spread it out a tiny bit. Create an arc this way and an arc this way. Switch it around, put the endpoint on P, and then create my last 2 arcs here. Okay, and once I've done that, I've got this point right here and this point right here that I need to connect. All right. Now the last instruction they give me is to label the point of intersection of the bisectors W. So right here, I have another intersection. I'm going to label this W. All right. Again, on this side, we have a perpendicular. We need to draw a perpendicular bisector of PQ and PS. So I'm looking at this line. I need to create a perpendicular bisector, and this one I need to create a perpendicular bisector. So I will place my compass on top of one of the endpoints of one of the lines I'm going to do. I'm going to start with with QP. Yeah. I'm going to place this on Q and create an arc that goes on one side and on the other side. Do the same thing on the other side. Center it on P and create an arc with the same dot that I used, the same point. There we go. All right, now I have 2 intersection points that I'm going to connect and create this perpendicular bisector. So that should mean that these 2 are the same size, and this right here is a 90-degree angle. Right? It is a tiny bit off. So move it over a tiny bit. There we go. Right, and the last one is this one right here. Again, I have P and I have S. I will center the reticle on P, create my arcs on either side of the line, and then do the same thing on the other side. Center my reticle, create an arc that crosses the first one, and an arc that crosses the first one, and then I need to connect the points that I just made. All right. And again, this one asked me to label where the bisectors intersect, so I will just take this right here and say it is W. Okay.